Sure, everything sounds good. Hey, all right, y'all. We are live with Johnny, and we have a couple of special guests on our podcast today. And we want to welcome Silvio. How you doing, Silvio?
Hey, how are you? Very well, thank you. Very well. I've been making lots of trips over the last month, so I'm a bit jet lagged, I'll be honest with you. I only came back from US a few days ago, but I'm good. I'm good.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And we also got Kyle. How you doing, Kyle?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. So we got a movie star on the podcast today. That is amazing. And you say you got jet lag. So tell everybody where you, first of all, introduce yourself and who you are, and then where you currently are residing right now.
My name is Silvio Simak. People know me mainly for martial arts. That's how my career started off. I was Taekwondo world gold medalist in '99, multiple European and British Taekwondo champion, and this is how my movie career took off. I was first of all offered a role as a stuntman in a Hong Kong production by Choi Hark. Scott Atkins plays the lead villain. So I went along as a stuntman through my skills and knowledge of martial arts. But then my movie career and acting career took off because when I came back, I wanted to develop my skills in other areas so I can be more successful in the show business area. So I started acting. To date, I've done 39 feature films, some of which working with Jet Li, Scott Atkins, Morgan Freeman, Bob Hoskins, Keanu Reeves. Some of the guys I've had absolute pleasure to work with and also learn and be inspired by.
That is amazing resume. You said I heard some names in there: Jet Li,
Jet Li, Jackie Chan, Scott Atkins, Keanu Reeves, Bob Hoskins, Morgan Freeman, quite a few.
Morgan Freeman, those are some of my favorite actors that you mentioned. That's what's up. And I was watching some of your action movies, and it's amazing the way that you guys put all that together. It just blows my mind that you are the real deal. That's
well,
why.
You know what? Most big productions you would take 2 to 3 days to rehearse before you start shooting anyway, so you become familiar with not only with the movements you're supposed to be pulling off, but so you gain trust from your co-workers or people you're going to be fighting with. Unfortunately, some of the smaller productions, you don't get the luxury of having lots of rehearsal time, so you need to pull it off very quickly. So having a good skill level, like from martial arts background, is always very, very handy because you know how to move your body and you know how to respond and react to the movements from your co-workers.
Cool. And I don't know if I missed it, but can you tell everybody where you are currently at right now?
Oh, I'm based in UK. I live in London, UK. I've been here most of my life, with the exception of 2 years in France. But UK is my base.
So we have you all the way from UK. That is amazing.
I was in US literally a few days ago, attending martial arts events. In fact, it was the largest martial arts event in the world. Action Martial Arts Mega Weekends, organized by Alan Goldberg. Very, very good event. You get to meet some of the best people from around the world. So I've just come back from the event. My son took part and he's won 3 golds. So I'm pleased he's following my footsteps.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. The Sifu Alan Goldberg Action Martial Arts Weekend.
Right.
So tell us a little bit about that. I know you touched a little bit on it. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, I first made my appearance at Alan Goldberg's event, which is, by the way, absolutely amazing. What he does for the martial arts world is incredible, bringing everyone together. My first appearance was 2006. That's when I first attended the event. And I've got to say, in many ways, I was very much starstruck because most of the people that were there were people I looked up to. Bob Wall from Enter the Dragon, who's no longer with us. Bob Wall I met at the very, very first event. Michael J. White, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Steven Seagal, Cynthia Rothrock, Benny the Jet, Bill Wallace, Don Wilson. These are some of the big superstars, which I now call my friends. So 18 years ago, when I first made my mark at the event, I was very much inspired. So I go every year now. It's the event to go to. you cannot miss it out. So I make sure I go every January. I go to this event, which is very spectacular, and it's a great networking event, and also good opportunity to learn and get inspired by some of your heroes.
Nice, nice. Now, before we go on, I want to play a little clip that I had ready for you, and then you can maybe talk about it. This is an action scene.
Sure.
So let's take a look at it here. All right, here we go. All right, here we go.
Allo secco, tigre! Avanti, avanti, Danny! Attaccalo!
Che sta succedendo?
Hai detto che volevi che facesse un po' di intrattenimento.
Ma non sta nemmeno rispondendo.
Prendilo! Uccidilo! Danny! Danny!
Mi sembra che ci sia un problema.
Quale?
Il pubblico è venuto a vedere un combattimento, non a veder giocare a nascondino. Ti dispiace se uso un po' di creatività per cambiare?
Lo spettacolo è tuo.
We're gonna stop it right there. Wow, that is amazing. So tell us a little bit about these fight scenes. Matter of fact, let's see a little bit more. Tell us a little bit about these fight scenes and what's going on.
Of course, you probably noticed there's a very good friend of mine, Scott Atkins, in the same fight scene. It's something much later on. For this particular part, I was one of 800 people who auditioned for it. So when I took the part, over 800. I had 3 auditions for it. One was in London and 2 were in Paris. So I was seen 3 times before I was given the role. So I realized it was a fundamentally very, very big and important role. It's over 800 people auditioned for it. When I arrived on film set with 1 week rehearsal for this particular fight scene, Jet Li would turn up, watch it for a little bit. He would watch it in the hotel room because he had it filmed, and he would come on film set and pull it off. So it was absolute professional. Most of these guys that you see are champions in martial arts, accomplished things, done many other films before. So it was a different type of movie as well. It was a Luc Besson production, Europa Corporation, great storyline. These are the same production team behind Fifth Element, Transporter 3, all the Transporter films. Same production company, French company. So it was, for me, it was a pleasure to work with them because I did 3 films with them.
Right. And where does these movies take place? I mean, I look at the scene. I know I ain't never seen it like that in America. It's like, so where do these scenes take place? It always amazes me how they pick these places to shoot movies.
This was filmed in studios in Paris. It was filmed in studios in Paris.
Oh, this was in Paris.
The choreography team, the stunt team, were the same team who did Matrix 1, 2, and 3
Oh, wow.
and Crouching Tiger. Because I remember when I was on set with these guys, stunt guys, one of the guys in particular, he did a rugby tackle on me. He was Jet Li's double. And I picked him up and I threw him over my shoulder. But when he landed, he dislocated his shoulder. And he seemed rather pleased because he got to go home. And I said, why are you looking so pleased? He said, I haven't been home for 6 months. I get to go home. They filmed Matrix 2 and 3 back to back. So after Matrix 2 and 3, they came to do Unleashed with me in Paris. So when the incident happened, the guy had dislocated his shoulder. He said, I get to go home finally. I've not seen my family for 6 months.
Wow. I ain't gonna lie, that looked like it was real dangerous. Like they was throwing hammers and was
I
that
mean,
you?
I've got to say, Hong Kong and Chinese production have had experience in action films for quite a bit longer than Hollywood. So
yeah,
even nowadays, they still employ Hong Kong and Chinese production teams and choreography teams to put the action together for the Western films. And this was one of the films, one of the many films I've had pleasure to work with a Chinese or Hong Kong production team to pull off the action. And they are very good. They've got such many years of experience behind them of making action films.
yeah. I mean, we always look at these films from overseas, and it just amazes us of the choreography and the just action scenes. I think a lot of people are amazed and blown away by what we see, and I think that makes the movie, you know.
For sure. I believe as someone who comes from sports background and martial arts, movies should always be larger than life. So you expect something which is dramatic, spectacular, over the top. But when it's too over the top, it can go the other way. I don't personally like when it's too over the top. I like to show off the actual skills of the artist. If the artist can pull off the skill, you think, wow, that's spectacular. I must have taken years and years of training to become that good. When they use CGI or computer graphics, when they use wires, it takes the reality away from it.
Right. That's what I was just going to say. Like when you have fight scenes like this, it looks more natural, and it's not a lot of CG or a lot of just over the top. Like let's say a Jurassic Park, you know, how it first looked good and then it's to where it was like just, you know, out of control. But actual fight scenes like that, we've always loved that here in the States for as long as I can remember. It just blown us away. And Jet Li or some of the bigger things like that. So, yeah, definitely.
You get to appreciate the skills that these people have acquired through many years of training to in order to perform these movements and pull it off on screen, as opposed to this was done by a computer or CGI. And I think that's what brings the magic onto the screen. It's believable. People buy into it, and people are very impressed by the skill level.
Yes, I'm definitely impressed. Now, tell us a little bit about the World Bushido Federation.
I've been called up to be part of World Bushido Federation last year, and I think is a very, very clever concept of uniting and unifying different federations. Me personally, having come from martial arts background, and I've got black belts in 5 different disciplines, I've seen martial arts get fragmented into so many different sections, arguing who's better, who's wiser, who's more superior, who's got better skill level. Instead of uniting, they've been separating more and more every year. I see it. Most of it is because of greed. Everybody wants to have their own say and make their money, etc. But it's not good for martial arts. It's not good for any sport, really, when they get too fragmented. So World Bushido Federation came at the right time to unite and unify all these different federations and martial arts to come under one umbrella and work together.
Nice. So it's a lot of competition, is what it seems like.
Of course, there's too much competition out there. I know when Taekwondo was founded by Grandmaster General Choi Hong-hee, and when he passed away, Taekwondo was fragmented into so many different associations because you had too much ego running around. Who's going to take over? Who's going to be the head? Who's going to be taking Taekwondo into the next era? So naturally split up into so many associations, and I left it. I left it for that reason. I did not want to have anything to do with it because they diluted it too much. when you dilute anything too much, you lose the essence of what it was originally, the true essence of what it is.
Right. And before I go on, I just want to tell everybody, if you are watching this, make sure y'all are sharing. You can comment, you can ask questions. We will be taking questions, so you can ask whatever you want to ask, but make sure y'all are sharing and smashing that like button so we can get this out to as many people as possible. So I appreciate that, y'all. We're going to have this on Facebook, YouTube, a few segments on TikTok, and X. So definitely gonna have it out there. So make sure y'all do your part. So tell us how, like, social media, tell us how you're using social media to push your brand.
Very, very good question. Things have changed a great deal since I first started off. And I'll tell you a funny story. I remember many years ago when I had my first showreel. Showreel is basically a montage of different scenes from the films, which showcased my skill level in acting as well as martial arts and the way my body moves. So I put together a showreel, which I had nicely edited professionally. This is before the digital era. So I had to get 300 copies of VHS tapes, videotapes. And I sent 260 something videotapes to Hong Kong because that's what I had to be. You know, Hong Kong make lots of martial arts action films. I had to be in Hong Kong. So I sent 260 odd tapes. I got 2 jobs from it. And it was a mission. It was a mission to do it because it was very slow, very lengthy process and very expensive process to do. Nowadays, it's so much easier. You shoot everything on the phone. You can edit it yourself within 15 minutes. And by press of a button, you can reach thousands of people. It's much easier in that sense. It takes less time, less energy, and less money to get yourself seen. So I think social media is a must for everyone because your network is your net worth. There's no point of doing stuff in your backyard, in your shed, if no one knows about it. So if you want to expand your brand, you really have to use social media.
Right. That's almost like hip hop artists back in the days when they used to like sell CDs out of the trunk of their car. That like sounds exactly what you had to do with that hustle and that grind. But you wasn't doing like mixed tape. You was doing like big VH1s.
big VHS tapes, yes.
That's funny.
And I had to post all of them to Hong Kong. It was a much slower process. But when you're hungry to chase your dreams and ambitions, nothing is too hard. Nothing is too hard. It doesn't take too long.
Yeah. What's the hardest part about landing a movie role?
I think the whole process, the hardest part is you don't know when your next role is going to come. As you go through it for many years, you learn how to identify the right opportunities. If opportunities are not there, you learn how to create those opportunities. Now, you have to make sure you nurture your skills in acting as well as your martial arts and movement, because you could receive a phone call to say, look, we'd like you to fly off to Georgia next week. We've got a film role for you. And it has happened. I mean, it happened to me. I had 3-day notice. I was on a shoot in Georgia, former USSR, to shoot a film. So you get 3-day notice. You've got to be ready. So you have to make sure you nurture yourself and make sure you're on top form all year round. So you can't.
You said Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia?
Sorry?
You said Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia?
Georgia, no, former USSR, former Russia.
Oh, okay, I got you.
There's a country called Georgia. In fact, I'm going back to Georgia in April this year to shoot a sci-fi film.
Nice. Okay.
There's a place over there which looks like the surface of the moon, and there are some scenes where I'm on the moon in a spacesuit. So we're going to film it there for 3 weeks.
Nice. Okay, and I'm sure you have an agent that takes care of all that for you.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah. Nice. That is amazing. So, we was talking about the World Bushido Federation.
Bushido Federation, yes.
Bushido Federation. Tell us how that changes things as far as you said there's a lot of competition. Tell us how that changes things and makes it a little bit
World Bushido Federation, the creators were quite clever to start off with. They appointed some of the most important, biggest, influential martial arts people on the planet to be part of the association, including Frank Dukes, Dr. Robert Goldman, quite a few different guys to represent World Bushido Federation and attract other members to join, because all these members that join will have access to educational materials, archive of all kinds of videos from different associations and different masters from around the world. So by becoming members of World Bushido Federation, they will have access to countless amounts of video footage from various masters from around the world.
Right. And that's one thing I was seeing even here locally. I was seeing that even boxing and things like that were kind of brought together. And I was like, how's all this going to work? But it seems like it's working and it's clicking. So yeah, I admire what you guys are doing, and I think it's awesome.
Strength is in the numbers. You know, it's you can survive and cope by yourself, but when you work together with other people, strength is always in the numbers, because we're exchanging our time, skill set, knowledge, as well as experience. So I always believe strength is in the numbers.
Yep.
Cool. I do want to show some clips by you. This was sent to me by Kyle, and it looks like a promotional video. Let's take a look at that, and then you could talk a little bit about that. Here we go. I'm gonna make this bigger. There we go.
My boss said you're the man for the job.
Oh, your boss got his facts wrong.
Two things.
What movie was this right here?
He never gets his facts wrong.
This was Transporter 3 with Jason Statham.
That was the first time.
Right.
This is another Luc Besson film, filmed in Paris as well.
Say that one more time. I think I had to.
This was another film by Luc Besson, Europa Corporation, which was filmed in Paris.
Nice.
Same production company did Unleash to Get Lee.
And this was the movie we just saw.
Correct, yes, that's good from that film.
Oh, he was kicking ass.
Mr. Creed doesn't like excuses, let alone accept them. Do you have all this stuff?
Mass. How many teeth does a man have?
Leon.
Man, this is really cool right here.
Oh, this was Dead or Alive, which is based on a very popular PlayStation game, Dead or Alive. So I play a character named Leon. I remember when we arrived in China, we were all given a PlayStation and a game to make ourselves as familiar as possible with our characters.
Wow. Oh, wait. So you were actually given a game system to familiarize yourself?
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
You were given a game system to familiarize yourself with the
Absolutely, yeah, because I play one of the PlayStation characters, so I had to make myself as familiar as possible with the character that I'll be playing, how to portray him. So yes, we were given a PlayStation where to play the games on a daily basis in our rooms.
And you look just like him too. Look at you. I want to see that again. That is awesome. You gotta be
That
going.
was a real fun film to make. I was three months in China doing that. 3 months.
Nice. You got me going back watching Netflix tonight with some popcorn. Let's check it out again.
Leon.
Look how you didn't even move. With the kick shoot.
Play, little girl.
Nice.
Gentlemen, remember,
This was Undisputed 2 with Scott Adkins. Michael J. White is another character in the film.
Yeah.
This was the very first film, Undisputed 1, is based on Mike Tyson's story, because Mike Tyson goes to prison, and inside the prison is being challenged boxing fights. So when I watched the first one, I loved the movie so much. When I was offered part in the second part, I was over the moon.
Right.
And this is Street Fighter Resurrection, which is a web series of Street Fighter where I play M. Bison.
Now, Street Fighter, that's a game too, right?
Yeah, that's a very, very old game. It's been going on for 35 years now. Probably longer, actually. Actually, it was the most popular game ever, the longest as well.
Yes. We used to love playing Street Fighter.
the trap is set.
And what was your character? Tell everybody what your character was in Street Fighter.
M. Bison, the guy you've seen there, Major Bison.
That is cool. And you know what? The craziest part, I used to play Street Fighter game, and what I would do is I would just hit all the buttons at once. I was the best Street Fighter. They were like, how you do that? I'm thinking, I don't know. I locking all the characters.
Unfortunately, I didn't get to play Street Fighter before I did the Street Fighter Resurrection. Unlike Dead or Alive, I got to make myself familiar. But I did the homework myself to make sure I become familiar with my character.
Yeah, that's what's up. So you actually go out and do research for the characters that you play and stuff like that.
Absolutely. You have to do the entire background as much as possible, as much information as you can possibly gather.
Yeah, that's what's up. So yeah, I'm just amazed at the fact that you're in UK. Can you tell us a little bit how the UK is different from America, like a few things?
Oh, I would say UK is the little sister of USA. Anything that happens in USA comes to you a few months later. Very, very similar in mindset. And I would say UK is very different to the rest of Europe. But I would say that's probably because British people tend to follow suit everything the Americans do.
Really?
Yeah, I would say the UK is probably a lot more conservative than the US. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you guys
But
have
very similar in many ways. And the weather is not great because we live on an island. We're affected by many different weather systems, and it tends to be very cloudy and rainy most of the year.
How's the weather now?
Today was very sunny and bright, but quite cold. I mean, it's winter, so we can expect it.
Oh, okay. And so it is like 10:27 here. What time is it there where you're at?
4:27 p.m.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's quite a bit of a difference. That's quite a bit of a difference. So yeah, we was going to talk to Kyle a little bit. Kyle, you were going to talk about the Federation as well and some things that you had going on.
Yes. Well, we signed up KOK Boxing, Coach Robert Bell and Coach Bang to be a charter school for the Federation. They are very well with the boxing. They just, one of their fighters just won a championship over the weekend, a fight. It's amazing. We're trying to get others involved locally and internationally. We're trying to put together packages with Grandmaster Danny Lane. We're trying to get other things going. Anashi Jorge Borges is very well. He's done a wonderful job. I know that others have done a wonderful job, including Grandmaster Silvio. He's done a good job with the things on his end. So, and you're an official member too, Johnny.
Yes. BON training. We try to take it all the way to the top. Get older men back in the gym and get our bodies right. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
that's what's up. You know, I appreciate that 100%. That's always been a goal of mine. Eating right as well too. It's not all about the working out; it's about eating right.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Th-
So
This,
let me
this is something. Yeah,
go
sorry.
ahead.
Go ahead.
No. You go ahead.
No, this is something I identified very early on in my training. That nutrition is a part of the oneness, because the food we consume will determine how fast our body adapts to the stimulus. Because any type of training, we need to work outside the comfort zone. When we work outside the comfort zone, body needs to adapt, and body can only adapt as much as we provide it with good supplements and food and nutrition to make sure we recuperate from those workouts.
That's what I was going. Excuse me. That's what I was going to say too. One of my biggest things, like supplements. Like I don't like if I'm going to the gym working out, I want to get my full maximum workout. I know a lot of people go to the gym, let's go work out, and to me that's kind of, you know, you're not getting the full workout without supplements. So how much do you believe in supplements like vitamins and things like that, or protein shakes? Do you do any of that?
200%. 200%. If you look at a
200%,
protein,
right.
protein is made up of amino acids. They're building blocks that make up the protein. Not all protein is same quality. It's like saying every house is made of good quality bricks. Well, not all bricks are same quality. So you really want to get the optimum quality protein to get into your system. Now, the best quality protein for human beings is breast milk. Now, it's not practical to get breast milk. So the second best the scientists have managed to reproduce is whey protein. It's biologically
Yeah.
available to your system. So when you
Yeah.
consume whey protein, it builds your immune system too. I know HIV patients are given whey protein to prolong their life and strengthen their immune system. So obviously, healthy athletes who train hard, they understand that your muscle tissue is breaking down during the process of exercising. So to repair this muscle tissue, you need to consume good quality building blocks, which is protein. So not all protein is same quality. So you need to make sure that those supplements do give you those good quality proteins to replenish and recuperate your body.
And that's what I've been drinking a lot lately, last few years, is muscle milk. And then I just started on muscle milk with whey protein. So that makes me feel 100% good that you're talking about whey protein, things like
Of
that.
course you will. Of course you will. It will make difference in the rate that you recover from your workouts, as well as it will affect your immune system, strengthen it.
What about different vitamins? What vitamins do you recommend that someone take?
Well, to be honest with you, with all the vitamins and supplements that you take, you should really make sure you work in synergy, because if you consume one vitamin, not the other, it's not going to work. Or if you have too much of one, not enough of the other, they cancel each other out. For instance, potassium, magnesium, and calcium, they have to work together in a ratio. You can't take calcium on its own, think it's going to work. So calcium, magnesium, and potassium have to work together. So I wouldn't say take one, don't take the other. You have to make sure you balance it out. Everything is a balancing act. Like we recognize in martial arts, too much of one thing is not good, or too little. So we need to balance everything out. That's why we call it, martial call it mind, body, and spirit. It's a very delicate and fine balance.
What about, now I'm gonna ask you about this, because this is one thing that I'm promoting. I don't know if you even know about this, but we're gonna talk about it. It is sea moss. Nautica sea moss.
Oh, I consumed it for quite some time. It's very, very rich in minerals. I take either sea moss or shilajit. Shilajit is another supplement which comes from Himalayas, and it's full of vitamins. There are 94 different minerals. I think sea moss contains about 86 out of 94. Very, very high amount, more so than most of the other products. So it's very mineral rich nutrients, very rich. So it's very good for your body.
Nice. That's what's up. I appreciate you for even talking about that, because I know, like, here in Peoria, like, people are even talking about, like, oh, this isn't this is it isn't what people say it is, and things like that, and they were trying to knock it a little bit. And I was telling them that the body contains, and I don't know, my numbers might be a little bit off, but 102 minerals, and this has like 98 of them in there. So
right. But you know what? Something you mentioned about supplements. Why are supplements so crucially important in this day and age? Is most of the foods we get in supermarkets have been genetically modified. They've got too much pesticides sprayed on it. So it kills off the nutrients. You know, the soil that potatoes grow on now has got no animals living on it because they kill it off. They kill it off with pesticides they spray on it. So this stuff is not good for you. Sometimes you will get vegetables and fruits which have got 0 vitamins inside it. Oranges which have got 0 vitamin C inside it because they've been sprayed with pesticides and chemicals so heavily they don't contain those minerals or vitamins. So this is why I say it's important to supplement with additional minerals, vitamins, as well as protein, because the food you get in supermarkets, you don't know how much of the stuff it contains or doesn't contain anymore.
So you saying like somebody who think like, okay, like before they were getting like vitamin C and oranges and getting all these things from vegetables, even eating those today, you think going to the supermarket and eating those today, you're probably not even getting what you think you're getting inside of your body.
A lot of the times, no. A lot of the times you won't. Absolutely.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And then you got processed food and things like that. You know, chicken wing, pizza.
If you look at rice, for instance, the white rice, especially the way it's manufactured now, it's heavily processed. Rice is normally brown and it's got outer shell on it. What they do is they remove the outer shell, they bleach it. Once you remove the outer shelling, you remove the nutrients and vitamins in it. So rice, the way rice is made now, it's empty carbohydrates. You're getting carbohydrates, but you're not getting any minerals or vitamins because they removed it. The outer shelling has got fiber, minerals, and vitamins. Once you remove the outer shelling, you're left with just empty carbs. So that's why I would say, if you're going to eat rice, eat the brown rice. Eat the brown rice because it's got fiber, it's got minerals, and it's got vitamins. White rice, once you bleach it, it doesn't have any of it. It's just carbohydrates. So that's why I don't eat rice.
Wow. What about pasta? I've heard that pasta isn't good for you, especially if you
I don't eat anything made of wheat, anything made of corn, anything made of rice. I don't have any starchy carbohydrates. I have 0 of. And people say, how do you do it? Well, it becomes easy. After a few weeks, it becomes easy. After several years, it's a norm. It's an absolute norm. But if you look at our ancestors have been evolving for 300,000 years.
Yeah.
Rice and potatoes have only been around for 3,000 to 4,000 years. Our bodies are not designed to digest most of these produce, even wheat. That's why gluten intolerance people have, because even though the wheat has been around for 3,000 years, it's not quite enough for our bodies to evolve and produce enzymes which digest those proteins inside wheat. That's why most people have problems with it. So I've removed wheat from my diet completely.
Yeah, and I made an example on one of my podcasts. It's like our bodies are like robots. I mean, it's very sophisticated, but it only knows what it knows how to do. It's like you know, back in the days where you had the floppy disk, and in order for your computer to change and do something different, you have to insert the floppy disk.
Right.
Bodies are very sophisticated computers, but it only knows what it knows what to do. So like if we put in this food in our bodies that it doesn't really know what to do with it, it's either going to store it. So try to get as much fat as it can, much fat and sugars from it as it can. But then if it don't know what to do with it, it's just going to store it in your body, and that's what causes people to have
of course
weight loss, weight problems, and then cancers, even cancers and things like that. Because we're not eating.
Cancers go by, you know. If you look at most of the produce that are heavily processed, they've got too much preservatives, additives, colorings, flavorings, all these things that our bodies don't recognize, and our body doesn't know what to do with it. Most of the dietary products, diet drinks, they've got flavor, they've got color, yet they've got 0 calories. So it makes you think, what do they put inside? What chemicals are inside those products that go inside your body that your body does not need?
Wow. And it's like with the way these foods taste like fast food, you know, they have to be so heavily processed so they can taste exactly the same. Like if you get a Big Mac today, let's go to the moon where your movie's at. For 10 years, you come back to your Big Mac, it's gonna taste exactly the same.
Completely.
It's exactly the same. Like it's crazy. But yeah, so before we get too far, we're going to take a look at your Facebook page and make sure we promote that. But Kyle, tell us a little bit about a couple of things you were doing with War Muhammad and the Federation.
Yes. Mr. Muhammad, he's getting together videos, promotional videos, because just like what you're talking about, putting food in your body, you also have to put the right things into your mind. So he, instead of negative things, he wants to be able to produce music videos that have positive messages, like this based off from the Bushido Code, to inspire the youth and to help the youth, to get the positive things into their life so they can produce good out. So he's phenomenal at what he does. That's why I had approached him to be a part of the Federation. He's, he's based out of Peoria, but he's going to go somewhere with his talent.
Yeah, I know he does a few things for even Walmart, I believe, some videos and things like that. So that's major. That's major. How did you get him to come on to be a part of this?
Well, I contacted him and I asked him, how do we affect the youth? And we had a good conversation about what he sees out there with gun violence, particularly in Peoria. And we talked about Chicago. We talked about the world in general and how they're influenced, what they see and what they consume for their mind affects their behavior and their output. What inspires them, what they think is cool. And I explained to him about the Federation, but I also explained to him about the Bushido Code, and he enjoys all that stuff. And I said, well, why don't we come up with a way to use that about the lifestyle? Because martial arts is a way of life. I know that not just from the Federation, but from my master, Dexter Parker, from the Trinity Training Center, also based in Peoria. And everything is, discipline, respect, honesty, integrity. That's stuff that you can put into anything that you do. You don't have to be the punching and kicking, because that's the most important part of the martial arts is the lifestyle. You don't get where you're at, like Grandmaster Silvio, if you don't apply the principles that you learn from your training, because you can just get up and talk about what you're going to do every day, all day long. But if you don't have the tools to be able to get up and actually motivate yourself to do it and do it in the right way, then it's never going to be done.
Right. It has to be disciplined. And that's what I'm learning more and more every day, is how to be a little bit more disciplined, even getting out of bed, making my bed. Because when you do that, it may seem small, but then that's the first goal you accomplished of the day, is making your bed.
Yeah.
So you go on to accomplish more things throughout the day. So that's really cool. So, Silvio, we're going to take a look at your Facebook page and we're going to promote it here. Well, no, not your Facebook page, but it's your Facebook page, Kyle, that you sent to me?
Facebook, Instagram, whichever. But something I'd like to add to this thing about discipline, how crucially important
Yes,
it is that
please.
we have some kind of discipline in our lives on a daily basis. It's crucially important because sometimes we get sidetracked and distracted too frequently, especially with our mobile phones. And interestingly enough, 3 weeks ago, I was in Thailand. I went to a meditation retreat. Our mobile phones were confiscated from us with no communication with outside world or anyone for 8 days. And we spent 9 to 11 hours meditating. We weren't even allowed to talk to each other or make eye contact for 8 days. No mobile phones, no talking, just silence, absolute silence. For me, that was one of the most challenging things I ever did in my life. But I've come to understand how even use of mobile phone and internet, in moderation, it's okay. But we get too obsessed and too sidetracked using our mobile phone. You go to gyms nowadays, people are flicking their mobile phones constantly. Every set. I always make a rule, no mobile phone in the gym. I'm there to train. I'm there to focus on what I've come to do. But most people, I would say 99%, carry a mobile phone with them. And every few minutes, they're on the phone.
On the phone. That's crazy you said that because I was just saying that yesterday. I was on my way to the studio and something, I was just on my mobile phone doing something, as I was waiting on the light. I was like, well, since I'm at the light, let me go ahead and check my phone and stuff like that. And I got so engaged in my phone, like out of the corner of my eye, the other light had changed. It did something, but the light that I was at was still red, and I still went and rolled right through it. And I was like, oh
Right.
my God, on a busy street. And it was just so happened that wasn't no cars coming. Like that could have been the end of me. And it just made me think, like, oh my God, like we
all get distracted
this-
by it. We all do.
into this mobile phone thing. It's like it could, really take your life.
Yeah,
You might even
big
take
time.
your concentration away about what you're supposed to be doing. And I just that woke me up, like for real. Yeah. So I'm glad you pointed that out. Mobile phones are a very big distraction. Okay, so let's take a look at your page here. Let's see.
I sent you the Facebook page.
Yes, you did. And here it is here. So this is it right here. Can you see it?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Silvio, can you see it?
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, I can see very well.
Okay, so this is what we had watched before, I believe, the YouTube channel introduction. That's what it is. And then you got your Facebook here. You got the Instagram and things
I
like
think
that.
that the website has probably got a bit more videos. So I've got a website, silviosimac.co.uk, which has got a lot more footage and information than the Facebook one.
Okay, cool. And then a bunch of your movies here. So, and then what's this? What we got down here? This is some training videos.
Yeah, I was running a YouTube channel, functional training, which I don't do anymore. That was quite some time ago.
Yeah, why don't you pull up
okay.
pull up the website, Johnny? It's on his Facebook page that I sent you.
My first series of videos will
Website.
be covering functional training.
Yep.
Where is it at?
On his
Functional
Facebook
training
page.
will provide us with mobility, stability, strength,
I
endurance.
sent it to you through Messenger.
Oh, you sent it to me through Messenger. Okay, let's see here. You have to walk me through it a little bit. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, I see Facebook page,
Yeah,
YouTube.
click on the Facebook page.
Oh, the Facebook. Wait, right here? No, right
No,
here.
The last one. That one.
Okay. Okay. And let me make this bigger so we can.
And then his
Okay.
website's on the Facebook page.
So we need to.
Oh, these are lots of pictures from Atlantic City, New Jersey, where I've just come from a few days ago.
Right here.
Right, yeah. Andrew Smith, or called Rhino.
Oh wow, that's a big guy.
Oh, he's massive. He's massive. Gentle giant, lovely guy.
Yeah.
Oh, this
Where's
was in
it from?
Thailand where I went to meditation retreats with some of the fellow martial arts guys. Dr. Robert Goldman, Samuel Kwok, Neil Farber, Heather Bird. Quite a few of us went to Thailand for this meditation retreat, which was quite challenging, as I explained earlier on.
That is a beautiful picture.
It's Cynthia Rothrock, Thailand as well. Cynthia Rothrock's done over 75 martial arts movies.
Oh wow.
That was in Thailand as well.
Oh, that looks like fun.
Gentlemen, I'm just getting a little bit mindful. I've got another podcast scheduled in 12 minutes.
That's right.
Okay, yeah, we're definitely
Yeah, I've
wrapping.
got
Let me see here. And you wanted me to go to the website.
Real quick, yeah.
Yeah, the website is www.silviosimac.co.uk.
You said I can get to the link on the.
Yeah. if you can't find
How
it,
would I-
we'll talk. We'll talk about it after. Afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, definitely appreciate you for coming on and sharing all of this with us. This is amazing just to be
Very,
able to
very, very welcome.
and just be able to talk to you and go over some of these things. And we're gonna check out your website even after you leave, and then talk a little bit more about what we got going on here. Oh, I think this might be it right here. Is this the website here?
That's the one. That's the one.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That's the website. It's got a bunch of videos and photos and some of the philosophies and quite a bit of information.
Yes, it's a beautiful site.
It is 23 feature films, 10 awards.
It's actually 39 now. It's not been updated since we put it up. 39 films. Last year alone, I did 5 films, which has probably been the best year of my career last year.
Wow. That's amazing. And it has a biography.
Yep.
Skill, speed, stamina, strength, and sex appeal. Okay. You
There's
talk
some-
about
There's something that was added by my agent, added it on, but the S factor actually stands for skill, speed, strength, stamina, suppleness, and strategy. All the factors that all sports need.
Right. Okay. You have a little bit of everything in there, huh? That's what's up. Okay. Well, yeah, we're gonna take a look at it. We don't want to hold you from your
No
next
problem.
podcast.
No problem.
Get ready for that. Thank you for tapping in and just spending a little bit of time with us. And much success on everything else that you are doing and will continue.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It was good
Thank
seeing
you.
you, Grandmaster Silvio.
Yeah, likewise. Nice to see you in person. I know we speak quite frequently. Nice to see you in person.
Yes, sir. You take care.
You too. Thank you very much. Nice talking to you.
Thank you. You likewise.
So
Okay.
that was dope. That was dope.
Yes, sir.
So,
He's
yeah.
amazing. Yeah, he's very motivational. He's becoming a super mentor of mine in different ways. I appreciate his enthusiasm about the martial arts and about the health and the fitness. As you can see from his website, he's very well. He's done very well for himself with the movies. So his movies are his action scenes are amazing.
Yeah, I definitely see that.
Yep.
Definitely see that. Like some of them look real dangerous, you know what I'm saying? But I know choreographed it to look that way. But like I said, us being in America, like we've always been amazed by like fight scenes and stuff like that.
Yes. The talent level is amazing, and it's evolved over the years, but it's gotten better as time went on. It's just, in my opinion, they need to stay away from the over-the-top CGI stuff when it comes to the martial arts, so it keeps the realism within their scene, so it promotes traditional and real martial arts, in my opinion.
Right. It doesn't take away from it, what you're saying.
Right.
Keeps the film looking genuine and like the old karate movies. Those are some of my best movies because of realism in it.
Yeah, Enter the Dragon. Enter the Dragon is very well done. Bruce Lee,
Yes.
Chris Kelly, Bob Wall, it's amazing.
That's dope. Let's take a look here. I want to see if I can get. I should have stopped it before. So while we do this, tell us a little bit more about the Federation and what type of things that it's doing and what it's been about to do.
Okay, so the Federation, as Grandmaster Silvio said, was it bringing together different disciplines, different masters, different grandmasters. We're getting ready to start holding seminars, not just in America but around the world. I believe, and you may have seen this, the headquarters in the Middle East has opened up. But I know that we're planning on different events as time goes on. It just making sure that everybody's schedules and everything's set. But the one of the main things that we're doing is making sure that people can connect up to traditional martial arts training and be inspired by these grandmasters and masters and world champions, because you look at it as kind of like people always talk about it, a gap or something between them and us, because they're maybe in movies or things like that, but they're actually down to earth people. And the things that they inspire people to do, the Federation can help bring everybody together in a united, peaceful, great way. And hopefully the next generation can be inspired, because as people retire or people begin to transition in their life into their next stage professionally, it's about that you got to find a way to inspire the next generation. And the World Bushido Federation, with people being able to sign up and train and get into these things, then here comes the next generation. So we have to come to them and get things in front of them and show them and inspire them. And it's truly a great way to network. If you're a school or if you're an instructor, it's a great way to learn and to grow. If you're wanting to sign up for the student membership, it's awesome. If you're someone that's trying to get in shape, because we've got the fitness side, we've got the martial arts side, we've got the boxing side. KOK Boxing, as I said, with Coach Robert Bell and Coach Bang, they just joined us as a charter school, and they're getting ready for events. Different events is being planned with them. And then Peoria specifically, we're in planning of having a possible event there in Peoria that's going to be that's I can't talk too much about it, because I want to make sure that people's got to be mind blown when it happens. So
right,
I'll keep you updated on that.
Okay. Well, let's take a look at I got one of these War Muhammad videos. We're gonna take a look at it and just kind of see what it looks like. Let's do this.
Thank you for flying with us, Mr. War. Is there anything else we can get for you?
No, thank you. I'm good.
Yeah. Raw Head Entertainment. Slow Woe. Chief Executing Officers. Yo. It's time to expose the truth. We all boss. Line that's so cold to move. We all cross. The grind, yeah, I show and improve. We all floss. Lying if you know it, my dudes. We all boss. Time to expose the truth. We all boss. Line that's so cold to move. We all cross. The grind, yeah, I show and improve. We all floss. Lying if you know it, my dudes. We all boss. We all bosses mean we get money at all costs. Someone gotta pay when we come up on hard. immunity from all charges. A hard bargain when you deal with the Godfather. Money laundering schemes to peddle the hard fortune. Make a way to turn these keys a hard margin. Place I say is hard to breathe, all of this carbon. Cigarettes cause disease, all of this carnage. Stepped it up the logs and trees on some farm shit. Trying to relocate from a place that's likely a bomb hit. Gotta think like a Don if you know who the Don with. And on this click is guaranteed to know more than your mom did. I got a better connect than Pablo and Saddam did. If I tell you I gotta kill you like Saddam did. The rules of the game is know how to please your own fit. We all bosses, but I'm the boss of my own clique. Time to expose the truth, we all bosses. This line that's so cold to move, we all crossed it. On the grind, yeah, I show and improve, we all flossing. You lying if you know it, my dude, we all bosses. We all bosses, stay cautious, flossing, stay cautious. Live in the Boston, I am the jungle's hood tossing. Hold on, Glock, let's make back biz. Yeah, slow, whoa. Monotonous boss of bosses. Midwest king. Yeah, I said it. Anybody testing my position? All at me. We doing big things in the P. Yeah. I don't stunt in the streets on the crack I sold. Roll a blunt of the tree and bend all back roads. You know the cops in the P to fix them like hoes. When you riding a Maybach Benz with Batman doors. Niggas made a Benz into a Maybach code. With unlimited rims like how I make that dough. Shit keep coming like music and I'll make that blow. Out your speakers, house your tweeters, oh I keep that low. Keep them home, keep them grown, and I don't need that hoe. Similar to Bush, my real women believe in woe. Because I educate, never hesitate to leave and go. I ain't gonna beat you and mess up your gleam and glow. I'ma show you how to ski on water and ski on snow. Flip a Benz with mirror tint for my TV shows. Only on the inside and on the screen is blow. Wonder how Boston George believe Diego wouldn't take his connect and run straight